Here I see Connor again, because I think you're going to explain us how you at home could be with us tonight through social media.
Absolutely, Monica. So on the screen here, you can see our Tell Europe social media hub, where Eurovision editors are coordinating an international team of experts from public service radio and TV from across Europe. They're working hard right now, engaging with people on the web. We have social media editors here tonight from Austria, France, Finland, Italy, Spain and the UK. Many more are working with us online, including public service media from the Czech Republic, Germany, Ireland, Slovenia and elsewhere. We're not only inviting citizens from all across the European Union to have their say, but we're watching and listening to you as well. I can tell you there's already a lot of activity. I'll bring you more details on that shortly, but already Europe's economy is a major talking point. Monica.
Yes, and this is exactly why in our first group of questions we will start from economy. So again, the first one to speak will be Ska Keller, and the question is, more than 5 million young people are out of work. How would you, as Commission President, give them back their future?
I think the question of youth unemployment is exactly that, what we need to put on the top of the agenda. And I, as a Commission President, would absolutely do so. Because we cannot have a European Union where all of a generation is being lost and where people lose their faith and their perspective in a better life in future. So youth unemployment is what we need to tackle. How are we going to do that? I think we can only create sustainable jobs for people in Europe if we create a greener economy, a more sustainable economy. Because in the areas of renewable energy, of energy efficiency, but also in education and health, that's where the jobs lie that are going to be with us for 20 or for 50 years. And those jobs are also creating a real benefit for the society. But they also have to create good quality jobs for people. And very important, young people did not cause this crisis. We have to give them a much greater say in order to prevent future ones.
Alexis Tsipras, how are you going to address this issue?
Αν συνεχίζουμε με τις καταστροφικές πολιτικές της λιτότητας, δεν υπάρχει περίπτωση να αντιμετωπίσουμε το πρόβλημα της ανεργίας. Ας μην γελιόμαστε. Η ανεργία που παρουσιάζεται σήμερα στην Ευρώπη είναι δομική. Έχουν δώσει πάνω από 1,5 τρισεκατομμύριο ευρώ σε ρευστό και εγγυήσεις για να στηρίξουν τις χρεοκοπημένες τράπεζες και αποφάσισαν να δώσουν μόνο 6 δις για τους νέους άνεργους που υπερβαίνουν τα 7 εκατομμύρια για την επόμενη εφταετία. Η λύση λοιπόν για την ανεργία είναι να προχωρήσουμε σε γενναίες αποφάσεις για την Ευρώπη, σε ένα ευρωπαϊκό New Deal, σε μια νέα συμφωνία για την ενίσχυση της απασχόλησης που θα περνάει μέσα από την ανάπτυξη. Αν συνεχίσουμε στις καταστροφικές πολιτικές της λιτότητας, δεν υπάρχει περίπτωση να αντιμετωπίσουμε το μεγάλο πρόβλημα σήμερα της Ευρώπης, που είναι η ανεργία, η κοινωνική περιθωριοποίηση και ιδίως η ανεργία των νέων ανθρώπων, που παίρνει εκρηκτικές διαστάσεις, ιδίως στον Ευρωπαϊκό Νότο.
Martin Schulz, more than 5 million. So how are you going to work?
6 million young people, around 6 million young men and women, perhaps the best educated generation we ever had in our continent, are unemployed. And in those countries where the unemployment rate is highest, we have the problem that the backbone of the economy there, small and medium enterprises, have no access to credits. Banks are getting money for 0.25% from the ECB and are not investing in real economy. They are once more speculating. A microcredit program of my commission for small and medium enterprises in those countries where the unemployment rate is highest, by combining the funds of the European Union with the money of the European investment banks for SMEs, for small and medium enterprises, and those who employ young men and women will get a privilege on the interest rate or the reimbursement time. This is a project to relaunch economy on one hand by supporting small and medium enterprises and to fight concretely against the unemployment of young people.
Thank you. Jean-Claude Juncker.
L'emploi présuppose la croissance. Il n'y a pas de croissance durable sans des finances publiques assainies et en équilibre. Donc il faut continuer la politique d'assainissement avec une rigueur responsable et sans des accès d'austérité. Comme nous n'avons pas d'argent, il faut traduire en réalité des idées. Le marché numérique européen nous permettra de créer 3 millions d'emplois, nous permettra de proposer aux jeunes des emplois d'avenir, des emplois stables, non pas précaires, mais solides. Il faut faire en sorte qu'en Europe, la mobilité des jeunes devienne plus légèrement accessible. Je voudrais que les jeunes puissent faire leurs études dans plusieurs pays. Je voudrais que les jeunes puissent bouger, que les jeunes puissent saisir les chances là où elles se trouvent.
Here we are. Guy Verhofstadt, what's your vision on this?
Well, what I have heard now are the old recipes that didn't work the last 5 years in Europe. So I think that instead of continuing conservative recipes or the socialist recipes where we are making more debt, we need a new approach. And the new approach, in my opinion, is to go back to the initial idea of Jacques Delors when he launched the internal market. To use an intelligent socialist, Martin. You are not always intelligent, but he was intelligent, that's true. And I have to tell you... yeah, well, maybe... can I again have the seconds of Mr. Schulz now, because he's intervening? But what we want to do is to have a new... Okay, what we have to do is to start a new wave of integration in the European Union. But in the key markets we have today, capital markets, bank, digital, telecom, energy, that is what we need, using the scale of the European Union to make a new leap forward in the integration and having new growth. Like we did in the 80s, like Delors succeed, we can succeed either this time.
Okay, and so